Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to you Akim and Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. Today's title is The Elect Has No Reason to Be Afraid. Once again, the elect has no reason to be afraid. And this was kind of, in part inspired by some of the events of the current times that you're seeing rolling out. The big one being, the whole Hamas attacks. All right, and the whole, because it is an official war. All right, we made a lesson about it yesterday. I'm mentioning this because this is actually what I was watching earlier. This is by Elder Manata Zakba on his channel GMS South Carolina 08. It's called War in the Holy Land. What does that mean? All right, so and he touches on it. It's an excellent lesson. I watched its entirety of it. All right, I recommend you do the same. It touches on very real topics and subject matter as always, right? Of this war going on in Israel and Palestine or Palestine or Palestine, not Palestine. How do they say? It's not. They call it something else, but Palestine. But they say Palestine or however they say it. They pronounce it a different way, but that's besides the point. I'm getting wrapped up in my head. Like, how do they say it? What was the other way? Anyway, besides the point. But it's touching on that. All right, and as we got yesterday, elder brother touches on it as well. We touched on it in Judgment Report yesterday, Mass Destruction Edition, right? They did officially declare it as a war. All right, and that was mentioned in both of these videos. Okay, it is officially a war. It's not a rumor anymore. All right, it is a war. They have declared war. And you see events like this happening, and you just go through, if you go through subscriptions, these are mine, but everybody has their own. If you see the overall message, right? World War III, just the beginning of Sorrows by GMS Awakening. Of course, we got wars going on with Israel. We got wars going on with Russia. We got wars being spoken of. All right, rumors of wars going down with North Korea and China. Right. And then you got GMS mission successful. Repent while you still can. All right. GMS on the go. 144. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai handing out serious judgments. Okay. What else do you got? In the news. The least of the flock shall draw them out for war. Right? What else we got? Study shows heathen pollution harming the children of Israel's brains. All right, so if you just look, there's a lot of terrible things going on, man. A lot of terrible things. All right, and I haven't seen this. Is this I'll have to save that to watch later. Is this a repost? Yeah, it is. I'll have to watch that. I might have watched it before in the past, but I'll have to watch it again. All right. So, and you see the overall idea of what's going on. Things are heating up. Look, be ye not afraid nor doubt. GMS keep pushing. That's through the Spirit, right? Because ours is titled, "The Elect Has No Reason to Be Afraid." Okay. So there you go, man. You see what's going on. You see what's going on. So hey, should the elect be afraid? No. Should we be worried or afraid? And we're the hopeful elect. Okay, so we're hoping that we're the elect. So we really have no reason to worry, other than are you prepared? Are you on the Lord's right side? Are you doing what you should be doing? Are you what's going on with you? All right, are you still doing this? Are you still smoking? Are you still using drugs? Are you still stealing or lying? Are you committing adultery? You're still doing all sorts of wickedness. When we're this close to the end, you got to ask yourself those things, man. But the elect, all right, we're not talking about anybody else today. And we're the hopeful elect, but we're not talking really even about I don't mean how do I want to say this? we're really this, we're the hopeful elect, and Lord willing, we are the elect. Okay, but this is really not so much dealing with the hopeful elect as it is the elect. Okay, the elect. Now it's looking good for us, all right, being the hopeful elect, but there's no way to say 100%. It's not written anywhere that we're part of the elect 100%. There's no way to know. All we have is hope and faith, okay? And we're hoping that we're part of the elect, all right? No one in this truth can say, yes, I'm a part of the elect 100%. No one can say that, not even the apostles, all right? The apostles are the ones who say hopeful elect. Even they say, oh, we the hopeful elect. The apostles. So if the apostles are saying that we're hopeful elect, you should be saying hopeful elect, not going around, oh, I'm a part of the elect. I'm a part of the elect. If the elect, if the apostles are not saying 100% that they're a part of the elect, you that's been in this for a year and a half has no right to say that you're 100% part of the elect. Damn sure if there's men that have been in this 30 plus years and they're not saying it. Okay, so you can't let that get to you. But like I said, Lord willing, we're a part of the elect. But this lesson is dealing with the elect. Hopefully we're a part of that number. Right now, we can only call ourselves hopeful elect. Okay, now, I wanted to explain that, not thinking I'm writing off the hopeful elect. Hopefully we're a part of that number. But the elect has no reason to be afraid. And that's why we're hoping to be a part of that number. Because, boom, they have no reason to be afraid because the Lord's going to deliver them through everything. Okay, we're going to start up with Romans 8 and verse 28. Okay, here it is. Romans 8 and verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahweh, to them who are called according to his purpose. Okay? And hey, if you're loving the Lord, all right, and we, we are in this thing, you got to realize, we are in this thing due to the Lord. Okay, we would not have this knowledge. We touched on this yesterday as well. We would not have this knowledge, this understanding, all right, the Spirit on us, if it wasn't for the Lord. All right, so on some form, all right, the Lord is dealing with us. Now we hope ultimately that He's dealing with us on a grand level, all right, and that we don't get spat out of this truth, and that we can end up being part of the elect. That's the ultimate goal. All right, election is the ultimate goal. Okay, and like it says, and the elect loves the Lord, all right? So we're in a good position, okay? But you can't let that make you become too high-minded, man, and think, oh, I'm part of the elect. I can do anything. The elect's going to be able to, they're going to be saved through anything. I'll just smoke this black and mild. No, it's not the mindset to be in, okay? And if Jake knew that they were of the elect, all right, that they'd get sloppy, man. They'd get sloppy, okay? They'd get sloppy. All right, not even, I'd probably even, speak for myself on that. You got to realize, we're doing this work of the will to make the calling of our election true or sure, as the scripture says, right? If you know that you're a part of the elect, well, you might slack off on videos. Well, I know the Lord's going to forgive me. I'm a part of the elect. I'll make one video this week, right? And that's really, if in the mindset, right? The elect, they're not going to be in that mindset. But I'm just putting that out there as a reference. All right. Imagine how you would behave if you knew you got it, man. All right. It could make you almost even a bit proud, man. Okay. I'm the elect. I'm of the elect. I bet that Iggo over there ain't. So it's not good for the mind. Okay. So we gotta be in this truth. We gotta do our work. All right. Which is our work is really the Lord's work because we're doing it for Him, not for us, not by any of our own doing. All right. And that's the way it's got to be, okay? We don't know if we're of the elect, okay? But we have to be hopeful, okay? Let's stop for a moment. Hope. If you get the word hope.
Hope.
This is a feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen, all right? Expectation and desire. We are desiring to be part of the elect, all right? We are desiring to be part of the elect. All right, are we expecting to be a part of the elect? Well, we sure are hoping hard, all right, and aiming, all right, and longing for and yearning and craving and hankering for election. Okay? Other word is want something to happen or be the case. Expect, to anticipate, to look for, to be hopeful of. All right, if you're hopeful for something, let's see. Look, what does it mean? if I could type right, goddamn, what does it mean to be hopeful? Let's see. Hopeful can describe a promising person who wants to succeed at a particular goal. And it really should be, it should be being filled with optimism. Yeah, hopeful. Feeling or inspiring optimism about a future event. Optimistic. Positive. You're being positive. Not, oh, I'm probably not part of the elect. Lord's probably not going to save me. I'm probably just a 2/3. That's not the way to think. You have to be confident, positive. You can't be positive and confident. Positive is in a positive mindset, not positive. I'm positive. I'm part of the elect. But positive is like, okay, it's looking good for me, right? I'm in this truth. I'm doing the work. It's looking good, okay? But you can't, be, assured, okay? And be like, yes, 100%, I'm part of the elect. You can't be like that. You have to say, it's looking good for me. Hopeful I am. Hopefully. Hopeful elect. That's the whole thing. Cheerful, not being down. Optimistic. Hopeful and confident about the future. Cheery. Not cheery, but in a way we are cheery. We're cheerful. All right, for the end of Babylon, man. All right, and the end of Esau's kingdom. Favorable, right? Rosy, reassuring. The opposite would be pessimistic. What's pessimistic? Tending to see the worst aspect of things or believe that the worst will happen. Man, I'm probably be part of the 2/3. No, we're not supposed to be like that. We're supposed to be hopeful. All right, almost in the mindset of the elect. Okay, but we can't say that we're of the elect. It says in Romans 8:28, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are called according to His purpose. The elect is called for whose purpose? The Lord's purpose. No one else's purpose. All right, the Lord's purpose. And a matter of fact, everything's done according to the Lord's purpose. All right, if He wants you to be in the truth, that's the Lord's purpose. That's His will. He wants you to be in this. If you're not in this truth, that's His will. He doesn't want you to be in this. If you're part of the elect, that's part of His purpose. If you're not part of the elect, that's part of His purpose. He purposely, put you to the back corner of the room and said, I don't really like these guys. This, that, or the other. All right, but I like these guys in the front of the room. They're my people. All right, I've called them according to my purpose, right? And they're my guys. I'm gonna save them through anything, man. But these guys in the back, nah, they've been doing weird stuff, and they ain't right, man. These sheep walk normally. Those sheep are all walking crooked and shit. This one's backwards. This one lays on his back and kicks his feet in the air. They're goofy. I don't know about them, man. They don't seem right. So I just, and that's how it is, man. All right, and the Lord deals with very small numbers of people, not gigantic numbers of everyone. The Lord God loves everyone. No, He does not. If God loved everyone, why did He flood the earth? If God loved everyone, why did He destroy Sodom and Gomorrah? If God loved everyone, why did He make a people that He loves and a people that He hates? If God loved everyone, why wouldn't everybody be, in the kingdom of heaven? And why did He make different nations? Why didn't He just make man and just call them man? No Judites, no Edomites, no Ishmaelites. Just, Judites can just, we'll put Israel there as a whole. All right, Israelites. Why did He make Israelites and then He made Hamites and Ishmaelites and Moabites? Why not just make man? Just, this is man and I love you all. Because that's not the way it is, man. Okay, and Christians got it all wrapped. God, He doesn't want us to be divided. Well, if God didn't want us to be divided, and we've talked about this before, why did He divide into nations and say this nation? And and the heathens aren't just the heathens, they're referred to that, but they have names: Ishmaelites, Moabites, Hamites, Ammonites, Amalekites, right? Different ones. There's even division amongst the nations, man. So these people don't understand anything, okay? The Lord is not dealing with everybody. The Lord is only dealing with the elect. And the elect has no reason to be afraid. Everybody else, they have reason to be afraid. They're the ones that are going to be getting tortured and killed and burned and beaten and raped in the middle of the street and all sorts of awful things. And certain things that are, so-called bad would happen to the elect, but it's going to be in a different way. For example, the elect could be, thrown into camps, or they could be thrown into, these places with the guillotines and have their heads chopped off. But that's being martyred. All right, what does it mean? What is martyr? All right, martyr is being murdered for a cause. Okay.
Martyr.
A person who is killed because of their religious or other beliefs. Okay. So if you martyr someone, All right, if you martyr someone, here's the that's not him, but Yahushua is the most famous martyr of them all. Okay, Yahushua. Can we just get a picture of Yahushua and not this Christ character? Here. We don't have one. Here we go. Yahushua is the most famous martyr of all. Okay? The most famous martyr of all. Okay? He was killed due to religion for the Lord's cause, the Father's cause. Alright? The most famous. He hanged on a look. And some try to say he was, the lynched. That's that whole. No. Look at this shit, man. Look. That's completely blasphemous. Wow, that is completely blasphemous. Oh, wow. So, this, and this is an IUIC. Let's get the one without their stuff on it. So, and how is this? The one we saw was just talking about IUIC. And I was going to say, I was like, how are they going to use a picture of Yahushua for when they're using the name Christ? Anyway, here it is. This is a more accurate depiction. Okay? So, Yahushua is the most famous martyr of all. Okay? That doesn't make him wicked. Alright? Doesn't mean anything's wrong with him. Of course, he's pure, right? So, there are the elect that will be, chopped and guillotined, but they're going to be martyred. Alright? That doesn't mean they're wicked. Alright? That means they died for a cause. And the Lord's they're not going to suffer through that. All right, like we've mentioned before, and other brothers mentioned, the Lord could pull their spirit, right before that guillotine drops, and here the Edomites are thinking that they've done something. They're just chopping basically a doll in half. There's no spirit in it, man. Okay, because the spirit's already up with the Father. All right, and with the Son in the chariots, right? So that's something you got to realize, man. The elect has no reason to be afraid. All right, and and some of us actually wish for martyrdom. If I got to go up and get my head chopped off, hey, that's cool with me. All right. If sure, is it a little bit afraid? Well, you just say you're not gonna be afraid. Well, I mean, it might be a little bit worrying, but if that'd be great, I'd love that. All right. If that happens, it happens. Lord willing, and that day the Most High puts a spirit on me to where I'm not afraid. I go up there. I maybe it's like that movie 6. All right, and I can say some here. I can say some a quote of scripture, and then they can just take me out. 6 guillotine. What's that? It's the movie 6, isn't it? Oh well, it's 6 movie. Is this the part? There we are. And this has been showed recently by and of course they got the wrong name, but this is showed recently by Elder Manata Zatba. But this is gonna happen to some of us, all right? But the elect has no reason to be afraid. Check it out.
Those who trust in the Lord are like Mount Zion, which cannot be shaken but endures forever.
Slakia.
Sane.
Lord are like those who trust in the Lord are like Mount Zion, which cannot be shaken but endures forever. The scepter of the wicked will not remain over the land allotted to the righteous. Do good, O Lord, to those who follow you, but to those who reject your ways. bring judgment.
And this is coming, man. They're gonna really do this. Boom. Dead. All of them. Some people are gonna die for that cause, but you can't get that mark, man. You can't get that mark. And that's, you know, using the wrong name, but that's a very spiritual scene, man, with Jake. So, hey, but that's gonna happen, man. Some people are gonna be taken out that way, but hey, if that happens, man. If it happens to me, that happens to me. So that's just the way it is, man. And you realize what good position you're gonna be in if you get martyred, if you die for this truth. Whew, man, you're gonna be renowned for that. Okay, Isaiah 1 and 9 says, "Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah." Okay, the Lord is only dealing with a specific small number of people. All right, and look what happened to all the people of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Are there Sodomites? There are still Sodomites, but are there people from the land of Sodom? Yes, I'm from the land of Sodom. You know, I'm a Gomorrite. All right. No, there's not. There's not, because it's gone. There's no place named that anymore because the Lord burnt it down. He tore it up. All right. He tore it up from the floor up. Okay. They say that, you know, when people get drunk, tore it from the floor up. But the Lord, in a righteous way, tore it from the floor up. All right. From the floor, from the foundation all the way up, uprooted it, man. Done. No place called Sodom and Gomorrah now. Gone. Completely gone. There's no place, there's no people. You know, there are Sodomites, but not in the fashion, you know, they're from the land of Sodom, or Gomorrites from the land of Gomorrah. There's none of those people. Now, those people are still alive, reincarnated, but they're not, you know, like if someone could fly over from Dominican Republic right now and say, "Oh, I'm Dominican." Okay, you can't say, "Oh, I'm a Gomorrite." All right, I flew over from Gomorrah, because it's not there. It's gone. Okay, but the Lord left some people. Okay, you know, Lot, right? Not his wife though. All right, so that's a very small remnant. A remnant. What is a remnant? What is a remnant? In order to fully understand what this is talking about, you got to get the word remnant.
Remnant.
A small remaining quantity of something, of people. All right, the elect. All right, let's look up at the word. No, let's look. Well, it's probably gonna get political stuff. Let's look at the word elect. Okay, check it out. Of a person chosen or singled out, the chosen, the favored, the creme de la creme, right? The chosen, the A-list, the ones he chose. Okay. Isaiah 1 and 9, once again, "Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should. You know what the word should means? Should have. Let's look what up the word should have. Should have. Something did not happen, but we wish it did happen. No, it doesn't mean you wish it happened. Should have. All right? Should have. To talk about things that were ideal in the past, but which didn't happen. Okay? Should have. Oh yeah, you know, there was that tire whacked him in the face and he should have died, but for some miracle he didn't die at all. Should have. In normal circumstances, that person would have died, but through a miracle of the Lord, that person did not die. Okay? And it's the same in this. Should have. All right? Everyone should have died, but the Lord was dealing with some people there, so those people didn't. Okay? Because like it says, we should have been like unto Gomorrah. We should have. We'll start over. "Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant," very small, "we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah." So the Lord's not dealing with everybody, all right? The Lord's dealing with the elect, and he's got the elect out of many terrible situations, okay? Many terrible situations. Let's go and get Ezekiel 14 and 13 through 23. Here's a good example of some men that are good representatives of the elect, okay? This is verse 13. Ezekiel 14 and 13, we're going all the way down to 23. Verse 13. "Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously," when all this wickedness and sin's going out, right? "Then will I stretch out my hand upon it, and I will break the staff of bread thereof, and will send a famine upon it, and will cut off man and beast from it. When, people are doing wickedness, what am I going to do? I'm going to stretch out my hand. I'm going to break the staff of bread. No, not going to be no food, not going to be no water. The man and beast, all right? Both humans and animals are not going to have access to it. Verse 14, though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, these are representatives of the elect, were in it, they should deliver but their own souls by their righteousness, saith the Lord Yahweh. If I cause noisome beasts to pass through the land, and they spoil it, so that it be desolate, that no man may pass through because of the beasts, though these three men were in it, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, they shall deliver neither sons nor daughters, they only shall be delivered, but the land shall be desolate. Well, what about Noah? He brought his sons and their wife. Well, hold up until the end, we'll get that. Verse 17, or if I bring a sword upon that land, and say, sword, go through the land, so that I cut off man and beast from it. Sword, death, desolation, destruction. Though these three men were in it, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, they shall deliver neither sons nor daughters, but they only shall be delivered themselves. Verse 19, or if I send a pestilence, disease, right, plagues, into that land, and pour out my fury upon it in blood, to cut off from it man or beast, though Noah, Daniel, and Job were in it, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, they shall deliver neither son nor daughter, but they shall deliver only their souls by their they shall but deliver their own souls by their righteousness. Verse 21, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, how much more when I send my 4 sword judgments upon Jerusalem, the sword and the famine and the noisome beast and the pestilence, to cut off from it man and beast? Yet, behold, there shall be left a remnant that shall be brought forth, both sons and daughters. Behold, they shall come forth unto you, and ye shall see their way and their doings, and ye shall be comforted concerning the evil I have brought upon Jerusalem, even concerning all I have brought upon it. Verse 23, and the final for this, these scriptures, it says, and they shall comfort you when ye see their ways and their doings, and ye shall know that I have not done without cause all that I have done in it, saith the Lord Yahweh, our power, right? So, all these things happen, but these men were fine, because they are the elect. They have no reason to be afraid, okay? Bombs blowing up, not a single one of those is going to hit. Not even so much as some shrapnel is going to hit the elect. All right, nukes, all right? Nukes going over, all right? Nukes going over. You realize, you could just, you could have, the nukes could go off, and you have, I don't even know if I'm not going to even tell the dream, but, I'll tell you a part of the dream is, a part of the dream. You realize that, and, because fools believe in dreams, right? They're not definitive, all right? Now, you can get some things prophesied from dreams, but you can't lean too much into dreams, okay? But, you could have it to where bombs go off and you're in that situation. You crouch down and pray to the Lord, and all you feel is a hot wind going across your back. Do you not realize that? Do you not realize that? It's the Lord you're dealing with, man. It's the Lord you're dealing with. He can do anything. Hey, you might not even feel the hot wind. You might just feel nothing at all. Okay? You might feel nothing at all. All right? So, here's a great example of, let's get Luke 21:6 through 19. Did I mess it up somehow? I probably fat fingered this now, didn't I? Well, I don't know why. Oh, that'll do it. There we go. Slakia. Hit the I instead of the U. It's right by there on the keyboard, so you know how it goes. Let me grab a drink. All right. Luke 21:6 through 19. It says, as for these things which ye behold, the days will come, in the which there shall not be left one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Very similar to Matthew 24, right? It says, and they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be, and what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass? Is someone going to say, it's going to be on October 4th? No. No dates. The Lord doesn't deal with dates. Okay? Verse 8. And there's something that, who knows, that could have activated something in the people with the juicy juice. Who knows? But, I stay away from dates, man. That's a warning. It's gone out. Stay away from dates. Do not take heed to dates. Well, not take heed. Be mindful of them. Mindful. What does it mean to be mindful?
Mindful.
Conscious or aware. Okay? Sensible, alert to, watchful. Okay? Watchful, but don't be like, oh my God, October 4th, no! And the apostles and elders have talked about this, man. The apostles and the elders have talked about this time and time again. You can use the example of the Y2K event that happened at One West, where it was being said, and it wasn't Apostle Tahar, and there was a lesson made out. It wasn't Apostle Tahar that was teaching it. All right, it was was it Area? I don't want to incorrectly name. I believe it was Area, but it wasn't here. The simple. It wasn't Apostle Tahar. Okay, it's like I said Tahar. I didn't use his title on it, but it wasn't Apostle Tahar. Okay, it was not Apostle Tahar that was teaching that. But people gave heed into that and said, oh my God, 2000. And guess what? When it didn't happen, bugged out. Right out of the truth. Okay? Right out of the truth. But guess what? Apostle Tahar is still in this truth. Apostle Romanov still in this truth. Apostle Gabar still in this truth. And they were all there. Gotta think. So, those, you can't, so they seen it firsthand about dates, man. Dates. And also Apostle Tahar wasn't the one that was saying, Y2K, all this stuff. No, matter of fact, he was talking against it. He was saying, no, it couldn't be. These prophecies haven't unfolded yet. Okay? And that's now that's why we have Great Millstone. So, which is one of the only ones bringing out this truth. All right? And the other who are the other ones then? The other ones would be the Great Millstone affiliates. Because IUIC isn't bringing it out. Alright, GOCC damn sure isn't. Okay? So, Sakari, they have some good things, but they're Sakari, They got sticks at camp, so, inside joke. Well, not really inside if you know the video. But, just ridiculous. Anyway, continue. So don't listen to dates. Just wanted to touch on that. Alright? Just wanted to make sure that was out there again. Stop dealing with dates. October 4th, October 8th, October 12th, October 9th, October 5th, October 7th, December of 40th, no. Just be mindful when you hear dates. Be like, okay, I'm gonna watch and see. Throw up a prayer and be done with it, man. That was it. I didn't turn off my phone. My wife didn't turn off her phone. A lot of the elders and brothers didn't turn off their phones. Sat right there. Matter of fact, it was in my hand when it went burn, and I said, oh shit, that's annoying. And I got off of it, and I was on Reddit at the time. And then that was it. And then I made a joke. Everybody was out. I was in the room. Everybody was out in the loft area. And I said, did any of you die? I laughed about it. Because everyone was, and not the people in this truth, but the Edomites in the world. These other nations, oh my God, people are gonna die. There's people talking about wrapping their phones with tinfoil and shit, and the elect, see, going back, the elect has no reason to be afraid. The elect has no reason to be afraid of stuff like that. And we're the hopeful elect. Okay, so we're trying to be in the same mindset of the elect. What there's no reason to be. What do we have to be afraid of on October 4th? Be mindful of it. If the Lord's dealing with us, nothing's gonna happen anyway. Okay? The Lord's dealing with us, nothing's going to happen anyway. And guess what? Well, if the Lord's not dealing with us? Well, if the Lord's not dealing with us, then we got to be worried about everything, and we're done. We're through. That's it for us. Wrap it up, okay? That's how it is. So don't be in that mindset. And what if the Lord's not dealing with you? Then you're done, man. There's nothing you can do. I don't know. Figure something out, man. You know, we're hoping, we know to a point that the Lord's dealing with us, because if the Lord wasn't dealing with us, we wouldn't be making lessons. We wouldn't know his name. We wouldn't know this truth. We wouldn't know this gospel, right? So we know to a point that the Lord's dealing with us. Now, is he dealing with us on the level of election? We can only hope, all right? The hopeful elect. Let's continue on with the scriptures. It says in verse 7, it says, and they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what sign will there be when these things come to pass? And he said, Take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. There's going to be false Hamashiachs, you know, false anointeds that are saying, oh, I'm, you know, the son, and don't fall for it. They already got one over in Jerusalem right now. In verse 9 it says, But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified. For these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be, Salakia, from heaven. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before, Salakia, stomach acid and indigestion and all sorts of shit in Babylon the Great. We start from 13 again. It says, And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. Verse 15, For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And we're getting to the point, right? And the point's in 18. It says, And ye shall be betrayed by both parents. Yep. You're going to be betrayed by your own parents. Yeah, he said he was a Hebrew Israelite. Get him. All right, do I get my box of Ritz now? You know, and you shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends. And some of you shall they cause to be put to death. We talked about that. Some of us are being put to death. Oh well. In verse 17 it says, And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but there shall not an hair of your head perish. And this is in a spiritual sense. You know, you just said their head's gonna get chopped off. Isn't that a hair perishing? Yeah, but they're fine. Okay? Spiritually. And in verse 19, In your patience possess ye your souls. And technically, and you know, it's just, yeah, you're not gonna even feel none of that more than likely, man. And I accidentally closed out of the... You're not gonna feel none of that more than likely, alright? You know? But, hey, it's a wonderful way to go. What do you mean it's a wonderful way to go to get killed? This motherfucker want to get killed. I don't want to get killed. There's a difference between wanting to get killed and wanting to be martyred. There's a difference, okay? And a lot of brothers want to be martyred. All right, you realize that's like the ultimate, you know, well, not the ultimate. I don't want to say ultimate sacrifice, because Yahushua made the ultimate sacrifice through being martyred. But you realize dying for this truth is one of the best ways to possibly go, right? You realize that basically, I want to choose my words carefully. That basically like You're a part of the elect, of course, but you're like that man, you're gonna be renowned for that. Like, man, you died for this truth. You know? That's gonna be an excellent way to go. Alright? And that you withstood that. You said, yeah, I'm not scared of these people. You know? Go ahead and take my head off. Do it. Do it. Do it, E. What you gonna do? What's the worst you could do, Esau? Kill me? Yeah, that's the worst Esau can do, is kill you. Okay? Let's go and grab a scripture. Let's segue over. Matthew 10 and 28, red letter, so it's Yahushua speaking. And fear not them which kill the body, Esau, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Hell is a place of future punishment, not a place where you go and burn. That's from Dante's Inferno, idiot. Okay? That's not even in the Bible. That's from Dante's Inferno. Okay? Here, Dante's Inferno. Let's get a video. Let's get a picture. Look familiar? Kinda looks like hell. Where do you think they got it from? Dante's Inferno. Okay? But hell was referring to Gehenna, or the Valley of Hinnom, all right, which is talking about, a place where they used to sacrifice their children. All right, it basically goes into the word a place of future punishment, okay? Judgment, okay? Hell, judgment, okay? So, John 27 and 29, my sheep, now this is through John 27 through 29, John 10, gotta slow down, getting ahead of myself, John 10 and 27 through verse 29, starting with 27. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I shall give them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. My Father, which gave them me, is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. Okay? And that doesn't mean that no one's going to be martyred, all right? There will be martyrs, okay? You just got to understand, okay? As far as perish goes, as in, in a state like these people in the world go, okay? So realize that and understand that. This is Isaiah 10 and 20 through 21, verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant, there it is again, remnant of Israel, as such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. The remnant, the remnant, the remnant. The remnant is the elect, the chosen people. The remnant is the remainder. All right. What is it? Why is there a remainder? Because everyone else will die. They're the ones that remain. Okay, they're the ones that will remain because everyone else will die. That's why the elect has no reason to be afraid. Okay? And dying, well, you just said some were going to get their heads chopped off. Yes, in that state. I'm talking about people when Jacob's trouble going down, getting chopped in half, whacked in half, intestines and bowels strewn about, all right, and getting graped in the middle of the street, all right, and all these, the elect's not going to go through those things. They're going to see those things, but they're not going to go through those things. They might go through martyrdom, but that's it. That's it, all right, and that's dying for the truth. And like we mentioned, the Lord's going to more than likely pull the spirit out of those people, and they'll be up in the chariots. They might even watch their own self get decapitated, okay? So, there's many different ways, and we can't say exactly how it's going to go, okay? It hasn't happened yet, okay? That's a future prophecy. It hasn't happened yet, okay? Well, the Lord's going to pull their spirit, before they're walking up there, or right as it happens, or is the spirit going to stand there and they don't feel any pain? I don't know. We don't know how it's going to necessarily go down. It's not written that way. Okay? It could be many of different ways. It could mean that the Lord doesn't make you feel any pain. All right, and the Lord's going to be dealing with the elect to where they're not going to be fearful. All right, like that. Okay? So you probably walk up there. You won't even have much fear. You understand. You're going to be in that mindset. All right, I'm ready. What's going to happen? All right? And then, the seed of evildoers will never be renowned. All right, you name off a scripture and bam, off comes your head. Who knows if you're going to, have your spirit pulled out before it happens or as it happens or if it's going to happen and then your spirit will go up or if, who knows, man? Who knows? Now, the Most High is not just going to let his chosen people suffer. I imagine not going to be in, what's the word? Squirming pain. They miss and hit part of your jugular and got to do it again. And you're I doubt that will happen. Okay? I doubt that will happen. Okay? Because the Lord's dealing with these men. Okay? So, Revelation, we already copied it. Revelation 7 and 1 through 3. But as far as the specifics go, you don't know. What color the guillotine's going to be? I don't know. Blue, green? Who knows what they're going to be, man? Are they going to be old ones like the medieval time with wood? Or are these ones going to be made out of steel? I don't know. Who's going to be doing it? Are they going to have women working the job of doing the guillotine? Or is it only going to be men pulling the guillotine? I'm not sure. All right. How many guillotines are going to be lined up? Is there going to be a big coliseum full of guillotines or just a small corner? Many guillotines? Or is there going to be one big guillotine? Look, man. Okay, look. Not sure. Are they going to have grass in the FEMA camps, or are they going to remove the grass? Is some of them going to be rock? Are they going to fill it with rock? Now, what's the average day of a FEMA life camp going to go like? Look, man, who knows? Who knows? Bad. That's how it's going to be. Bad. It's going to be bad. Okay? Bad. Very bad time. Worse than it's ever been. All right, as it says in the scripture. Okay? How's it go? Here it is. Matthew 24 and 21. Oh. Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, in the red letters, Yahushua speaking, right? For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. It's going to be the worst time ever. Worse than everything in the past, worse than everything ever, and it's the worst thing that could ever happen ever. All right? That's the worst thing. And even when their kingdom, that's the worst thing that ever happened ever in the world, ever. That was it. Jacob's trouble. All right? And that is the worst time ever. It's going to be bad, man. We don't know how many guillotines they're going to have. It's going to be 7,000 individual ones or one big long one all lined up. How's it going to work? Are they going to wear suits? Are they going to wear suits with a symbol on it just like in the movie? Is it going to... Who knows, man? I'm not sure. It doesn't say that, okay? It's going to be very bad. They're going to be chopping heads. They're going to be putting people in camps. Do we know what the camp's going to be called? No. Was it going to be called a FEMA camp, or are they going to call it like Camp this or Camp that? Well, FEMA camps generally have names, okay? So probably names. You'll probably go Camp Colorado or whatever. You know, whatever they're called. You know, you're going to Camp Gold or whatever. You know, who knows, man? Okay? But there are people going to camps, cast into prisons, right? There are going to be people getting killed for this truth, okay? There are going to be some people that don't get killed. They're part of the elect, but they don't get killed. They might be up in the, wilderness doing something and they never got saw. Some people will be able to stay in their houses. They might pass them by. There's many different things that can happen and will happen, man. Okay, we don't have all the specifics of what color this is going to be, what smell is going to be in the air. What type of food are you going to have in the camp? Probably nothing very good. Probably just something enough to make you alive, all right? Because I imagine they want to keep you alive for whatever they're doing, all right, torturing you. So I don't know, bread, probably something like that. Who knows? Maybe they'll try that fucking new lab-grown chicken. Who knows, man? Okay, that's besides the point. Okay, it's besides the point. And I had to ramble on about that for a little bit because some of these questions aren't even answerable, man. We got what we have. We don't need to know what color the guillotines are going to be. And what does it matter? They're blue. How about that? They're blue. Now what? The guillotines are blue. Now what? What are you going to do with that information? They're blue. Anything? Moving on. See, it doesn't matter if they're blue or not. What does it matter if they're blue? What does it matter if they're clear? What if they paint them rainbow colors, man? They put the big old flag on it. What if then, huh? So, it's besides the point. And I had to rant about that for a little bit because some of these things, and I've been there before, all right, when I was newer in the truth, and sometimes it comes on, and I'll even get curious about something. I said, man, that doesn't even matter. Well, it doesn't even matter. What's the what will? Here's the thing. Here's how you should go about asking questions related to the truth. Is it something that will benefit you, or negatively affect you, or positively affect you now? If you knew the color of the guillotines, what is that going to change in your life today or tomorrow? Anything? Are you gonna stay away from the color blue now? I don't like the color blue no more. Man, it used to be my favorite color. No. What are you gonna do? There's nothing you're gonna do with it. You're just gonna, oh, okay. And then, yeah, so congratulations, you gain nothing from it. Okay? Who cares what color there be? They could be green for all I care. Blue. I imagine they're not gonna spend, well, I'm gonna paint this one green and this one blue. No, they're probably just gonna line them up and start fucking letting heads roll, man. Okay? They'll probably be steel, honestly. They'll probably just be made of steel. It's steel, probably have some bolts in it just like the movie 6 had in it. Probably something like that. It's easy, quick to manufacture, a big-ass blade, steel siding, and all some shit you can get at Home Depot. With a fucking power torque, and then you're done. That's it. Boom. Built up. We got 300 of them built. Cool. Let the heads roll. Probably something like that. They're not going to be fucking coloring them and shit. I want this one to be purple. No. It's not how it's going to work. This is Revelation 7:1 through 7:3. It says, and after these things, I saw 4 angels, and this is the elect, man. Nothing can happen until the elect is safe. All right? And after these things, verse 1, Revelation 7:1, and after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind shall not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And all right, so it's bombs and devastation. Verse 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. And this is speaking of the elect, man. All right? So nothing, bombs can't go, and all that stuff, and the Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is going to pop off once the elect has been sealed. All right, so rest assured, once Jacob's trouble is popping off and people are dying and rolling. The elect's already been sealed. Okay, that's it, because the truth's going to be going out. The truth's not going to be going out, and the truth is going out so the elect can be, wake up. So once the truth is, boom, done, it's not going out no more. No one on the highways and byways, no one's on YouTube, no one posting on Instagram or anything in no matter way, shape, or form about this truth, all right, of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's when you know that the elect's been sealed, and then Jacob's trouble's popping off, man, because that's it. All right, the elect's been sealed. Now everything bad can go, and the elect's gonna know who to save and who not to save. Everyone, he's gonna, okay, yeah, he's part of the elect. All right, but he's not. Boom, bomb blows up, fucking body parts scattered, intestines fly out. Scatter, looking like a Mortal Kombat fatality. All right, this woman, all right, hurry, get her over with that man. That man's trustworthy. Get her over there. And that woman's gonna be safe with that man, because that woman's she's part of the elect. All right, and that man's part of the elect. He's gonna protect her. That's part of 144. He's gonna swoop her up and fly her in the air on that skyscraper. He's been fine. That woman, she's, oh look, oh no, they're getting at her like a pack of, he's not gonna say oh no, but they're gonna get her like a pack of wild lions. So yeah, he's gonna know exactly where everyone is, who his people are, and who are not his people. And the people that are not his people have all the reason to be afraid, and the people that are his people, the elect, have no reason to be afraid. And that's where we're going to go ahead and close out. The elect has no reason to be afraid. Mindful, but not afraid. Mindful, but not afraid. Has no reason to be afraid. Only mindful. We'll leave it as that. Is that how you spell mindful? Yep. The elect has no reason to be afraid, only mindful. That's what we're going to change the title to. No reason to be afraid, but all the reason to be mindful. Watch out, look at these things, be looking, right? See what's going on, be mindful and careful of your surroundings, be circumspect, right? But afraid, not so much, all right? We're hoping to be a part of the elect, and if we're not, hey, it's nothing you can do. That's not something you should even think about. Okay? If it's not, then, well, that's the end of the road at that one. But we're hoping we're part of the elect. It's looking good. It's looking hopeful. All right, we're hopeful. We're being optimistic about it. All right, and Lord willing, we'll be a part of the elect. I myself, as well as you diligent brothers and sisters out there, they like the elect, apostles, all of us, right? All right, we're rooting for each other, man. We all want to see us win. All right, and winning is obtaining, election. All right, and salvation. So with that, we're going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwedash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles, that great millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing, Shalom.